The Journey of Billionaire Habits, a tale of transformation. Ever wonder what sets billionaires apart from the rest of us? What is it that truly differentiates their success, their unstoppable momentum, their ability to shape industries and change the world? Some might say it's sheer luck, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or simply being in the right place at the right time. But when you look deeper, you'll find that what separates billionaires from the average person isn't chance or fate. It's something far more attainable: their habits. From the sharp mind of Elon Musk to the remarkable achievements of Oprah Winfrey and the revolutionary thinking of Jeff Bezos, these individuals have something in common. It isn't just the money or the status. It's the daily rituals and routines they adhere to, the mindset they cultivate, and the habits they've made non-negotiable. And guess what? You don't have to wait to be a billionaire to adopt them. Today, right now, you can begin to embrace these habits and transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. The secret of ruthless prioritization. Let's begin with Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, a man who turned a small online bookstore into a global retail empire. One of his key strategies for success can be boiled down to a simple, yet powerful principle: ruthless prioritization. Bezos once said, "If you only make 3 decisions a day, make them the right ones." This isn't just advice. It's a strategy that has defined how he works, how he grows, and how he leads. The secret to this principle: it's not about doing everything. It's about doing what truly matters. We all have countless tasks pulling at our time: emails, meetings, calls, errands. But Bezos understands that not all tasks are created equal. He subscribes to the Pareto principle, the 80-20th rule, which states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. So if you're going to dedicate your time, energy, and focus to something, make sure it's something that will yield significant results. Think about your own day. How much time is spent on tasks that don't move the needle? How many distractions or low-priority items fill up your schedule? Now, imagine a day where you only focus on the most impactful activities. What could you achieve? What might you accomplish if you said no to distractions and yes to what truly mattered? Bezos' practice of ruthless prioritization doesn't just apply to big business decisions. It can be incorporated into your daily life as well. Try this. Each morning, write down your top 3 tasks, just 3, that, if completed, would bring you closer to your goals. Then, commit to working on those tasks with laser focus, blocking out distractions and muting notifications. No matter what, those 3 tasks must be done before anything else. You see, billionaires like Bezos aren't busy. They're productive. They understand that true success isn't about filling up your schedule. It's about creating space for the work that will make the most significant impact. The power of obsessive learning. Now let's look at Warren Buffett, a man whose wealth is matched only by his wisdom. Buffett, known as the Oracle of Omaha, once shared that he spends 80% of his day reading. While most people are busy chasing the latest trends or quick wins, Buffett is feeding his mind, absorbing knowledge, and developing the most valuable asset any billionaire can have: insight. But Buffett isn't the only one. Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, reads around 50 books a year, and not just for entertainment. He reads to expand his worldview, to understand history, science, technology, and leadership, and to keep evolving as a thinker. The key takeaway here: learning doesn't stop after graduation. In fact, for billionaires, it's only the beginning. Their real education happens daily through books, podcasts, interviews, and interactions with thought leaders. Take a moment to consider your own learning habits. How much time do you spend growing your knowledge? Billionaires view learning as a lifelong investment that never stops paying off. Whether it's reading a book during your lunch break, listening to an inspiring podcast during your commute, or watching a TED talk while working out, there are countless opportunities to feed your mind every single day. Even Elon Musk, who taught himself rocket science through books, shows us that learning isn't confined to a classroom. It's about seeking out knowledge wherever you can find it. The lesson here is clear. Knowledge compounds faster than money. By investing in yourself, by learning something new each day, you are planting seeds for your future success. The magic of morning power. Now let's talk about mornings. Billionaires know that how they start their day sets the tone for everything that follows. Oprah Winfrey, for example, doesn't dive into her emails or check her phone as soon as she wakes up. Instead, she begins her mornings with meditation, gratitude journaling, and a deep connection to herself. For Oprah, mornings are sacred, a time to ground herself and align her mind with her bigger vision before the world starts pulling at her attention. Elon Musk, on the other hand, is more fast-paced. He dives straight into high-priority emails as soon as he wakes up. For Musk, the morning represents a period of peak focus and energy, which he leverages to tackle the most important tasks of the day. Whether it's a peaceful start or a high-intensity one, billionaires know that how they spend their first waking hours is critical. It doesn't matter if you wake up at 4 a.m. like some billionaires, or if your morning routine looks a little different. What matters is that you create a morning ritual that fuels you. It could be 5 minutes of meditation, a short workout to get the blood flowing, or a few moments to reflect on your goals. The key is to design a routine that aligns with your ambitions and primes you for the day ahead. Start small. Set aside 5 minutes each morning to journal or meditate. Take a walk or do a few stretches to energize your body. Visualize your day and remind yourself of your bigger why. As you begin to craft your own morning power ritual, you'll notice how much more focused and energized you feel as you move through your day. Billionaires know that mornings aren't something that just happen. They're a deliberate choice to set yourself up for success. Networking with purpose. Next, we have the power of relationships. Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, knows that success doesn't happen in isolation. His rise to fame and fortune wasn't just a result of his ideas, but of his ability to build meaningful, intentional relationships. Networking for Branson isn't about handing out business cards at a conference. It's about creating strategic partnerships that amplify his vision and goals. The truth is, your network is your net worth. Billionaires invest time and energy into building authentic connections, relationships that inspire, challenge, and support their growth. It's not just about knowing people, it's about connecting with those who push you to be better, who challenge your thinking, and who bring something valuable to the table. How can you incorporate this into your life? Start by seeking out mentors who align with your values and goals. Attend events where you can meet like-minded individuals or join communities that inspire you. Whether it's through industry meetups, social gatherings, or online forums, the key is to focus on building deep, meaningful relationships, not just collecting contacts. Resilience and risk-taking. Lastly, let's talk about resilience and risk-taking. Elon Musk's journey is a testament to the power of persistence in the face of adversity. He risked everything to keep Tesla and SpaceX afloat, embracing uncertainty as the cost of innovation. Similarly, Jeff Bezos poured billions into Amazon's growth, betting against the odds to transform the e-commerce industry. For billionaires, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's an essential part of the process. They use failure as fuel, learning from every setback and pushing forward. Billionaires know that success isn't about avoiding risk. It's about taking calculated risks and using setbacks as stepping stones. Every failure teaches a lesson. Every challenge is an opportunity to adapt. And every risk taken is a chance to create something extraordinary. The key takeaway here is that success isn't guaranteed, but resilience is. Embrace challenges. Take risks. When you face a setback, view it not as a failure, but as a lesson. Keep moving forward and trust that each step will lead you closer to your breakthrough. The takeaway: building extraordinary habits. Billionaires aren't born extraordinary. They build extraordinary habits. Ruthless prioritization, obsessive learning, morning power, purposeful networking, and fearless resilience are the practices that shape their success. And the best part, these habits aren't exclusive to billionaires. They are available to anyone, anywhere, anytime. You don't need to be a billionaire to start adopting these habits today. Start with one. Maybe it's focusing on the 3 most important tasks of your day. Maybe it's dedicating 30 minutes each morning to learning something new. Or maybe it's crafting a morning routine that sets you up for success. Whatever it is, take that first step today. Remember, greatness isn't a gift, it's a choice. Your habits shape your future. And now, it's your turn. Will you choose greatness? The Billionaire Blueprint, transforming your life with winning habits. As we continue our journey into the world of billionaire habits, let's shift our focus to some of the most transformative practices that not only set billionaires apart, but also make their success replicable for anyone willing to adopt them. This is where the real magic happens. The moment you stop seeing success as something distant and start realizing that the habits of the world's most successful people are right at your fingertips. To create lasting change in your life, to build a legacy that matters, and to unlock the kind of success that seems almost unimaginable, you need to take a bold step forward. It's not about copying billionaires. It's about adopting the mindset and practices that allow them to achieve what they do. Let's break down more of the practices that billionaires use, habits that you too can embrace starting right now. Mindful resilience, the art of bouncing back stronger. Resilience is not just about withstanding life's challenges. It's about growing through them, evolving into a stronger, wiser version of yourself each time you face adversity. Billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos didn't get to where they are by avoiding failure. In fact, failure is woven into the fabric of their journey. What sets them apart is how they view setbacks, as opportunities to refine their strategies, learn new lessons, and come back even stronger. Elon Musk's story is particularly striking. Musk didn't become the visionary founder of SpaceX and Tesla by avoiding mistakes or taking the safe route. In fact, his story is one of calculated risk and bold decisions in the face of monumental uncertainty. Musk invested his entire fortune in SpaceX when everyone thought he was crazy. There was a point when SpaceX almost failed, when the company had to rely on a final, successful launch to stay afloat. Yet Musk persisted, unwavering in his belief that the future of space travel lay within his grasp. Every failed launch, every setback, and every criticism only pushed him further toward success. This mindset is not exclusive to Musk. Bezos invested billions into Amazon when many questioned his approach. He embraced the idea that failure is an integral part of the growth process. Amazon faced countless obstacles in its early years: tech issues, logistical nightmares, and even skepticism from investors. But Bezos remained resilient, and Amazon emerged from those challenges not only stronger, but as a global force. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own life. How do you react when faced with a challenge? Do you back down, or do you rise up? The key takeaway here is that resilience is not about being invincible. It's about staying in the game long enough to learn from your mistakes, refine your strategies, and keep pushing forward. Resilience is about knowing that every setback is merely a setup for your next breakthrough. And like the billionaires, you must develop the courage to take risks, embrace failure, and allow it to propel you toward greatness. Risk-taking, the fuel of innovation. Another crucial trait that separates billionaires from the average person is their comfort with risk. Unlike many who avoid risk at all costs, billionaires understand that risk is the fuel that powers innovation. Without risk, there is no reward. Without risk, there is no change. Take Richard Branson, for example. Branson has made a career out of taking risks. He's the founder of the Virgin Group, which spans industries from music to airlines to space travel. His willingness to take risks, whether it was launching Virgin Records in an industry dominated by giants or starting Virgin Atlantic in the highly competitive airline market, has been integral to his success. Branson doesn't just take any risk. He takes calculated risks. He evaluates the potential reward against the challenges, and when he believes the payoff is worth it, he dives in with all his energy. One of the most important lessons here is that risk-taking doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It's about carefully considering the potential outcome and weighing the pros and cons. It's about making bold, confident decisions in the face of uncertainty. For billionaires, risk-taking is not reckless. It's a well-thought-out step toward progress and innovation. Imagine if you adopted the same mentality in your own life. Instead of shying away from the unknown, you could view it as an opportunity to create something extraordinary. What risks could you take today that would push you closer to your goals? Maybe it's starting that business you've been thinking about for years, or applying for a job that feels just beyond your reach. Taking risks, big or small, is a key habit you can adopt to move forward in your personal and professional life. Networking with purpose. Building bridges, not just contacts. As we continue our exploration of billionaire habits, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Billionaires understand the immense value of relationships, but they don't just network for the sake of it. They network with purpose. For them, every connection is an opportunity to learn, grow, and collaborate in ways that will advance their vision. The key to successful networking isn't about exchanging business cards or making small talk. It's about building meaningful relationships that align with your values, your mission, and your goals. Consider someone like Oprah Winfrey, who has cultivated an empire not just by creating incredible content, but also by surrounding herself with powerful, like-minded people. Oprah built an incredible network of mentors, friends, and colleagues who supported her vision and challenged her to become the best version of herself. She's always been intentional about the people she surrounds herself with, and this has allowed her to create lasting, impactful partnerships. Similarly, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, is known for his ability to connect with people in a meaningful way. He doesn't just focus on growing Apple's business. He focuses on growing his network of innovators, creatives, and leaders who will push the company forward. Cook's ability to build relationships with the right people, people who challenge him and inspire him, is a key part of his success. Now, how can you adopt this habit? Start by identifying the people who align with your vision. Seek out mentors who inspire you. Attend events where you can connect with like-minded individuals, and join communities that push you to grow. But remember, the goal is not just to collect contacts. It's to create authentic relationships that add value to both your life and the lives of others. Networking with purpose isn't about quantity. It's about quality and meaningful connection. Obsession with learning. Growing every single day. Perhaps one of the most universal habits of billionaires is their insatiable thirst for knowledge. Learning is not something they do when they have time. It's something they make time for every day. In fact, one of the most powerful habits you can adopt today is the habit of lifelong learning. Knowledge is the ultimate currency, and billionaires know that it's the one asset that appreciates indefinitely. Warren Buffett, who spends the majority of his day reading, has famously said, "The more you learn, the more you earn." But it's not just about reading for the sake of reading. It's about expanding your perspective, deepening your understanding, and constantly growing as a person. Bill Gates is another example of a billionaire who values learning. He reads about 50 books a year, covering a wide range of topics from history to science to personal development. His goal isn't just to read, but to gain new insights that will help him make better decisions in the future. Learning isn't confined to formal education. For billionaires, every conversation, every book, every podcast is an opportunity to gain a new insight that will move them forward. Even if you only have a few minutes each day, you can use that time to read an article, watch an educational video, or listen to a podcast. By dedicating yourself to learning each day, you are constantly investing in your growth. Final thoughts. The billionaire blueprint is within your reach. The truth is, you don't need billions of dollars to live like a billionaire. The habits that drive success aren't exclusive to the rich and famous. They are available to anyone willing to put in the work. Resilience, risk-taking, networking with purpose, and lifelong learning are all habits you can adopt today. The key is to start small and stay consistent. You don't need to transform your entire life in one day. Begin by incorporating one habit at a time. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine, and over time, you will see the change. Progress isn't always immediate, but with each step you take, you're moving closer to the life you want to create. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about intentionality, hard work, and the habits that fuel it. And now, you have the tools to start. So, are you ready to transform your life? The unseen forces behind extraordinary success. As we enter the final chapter of this deep dive into the transformative habits of billionaires, we'll focus on the often overlooked factors that shape the success of those who have reached the highest echelons of achievement. While ruthless prioritization, obsessive learning, networking with purpose, resilience, and calculated risk-taking are all vital, there are deeper, unseen forces at play that act as the foundation for lasting success. These forces, when understood and applied, will not only unlock new opportunities, but also shape your mindset and your approach to life in a way that helps you thrive. Vision. Seeing what others cannot. The first unseen force that powers billionaire success is vision. Billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Steve Jobs didn't simply create companies, they created revolutions. Their success didn't come from executing someone else's idea or following a standard path. It came from seeing a future that no one else saw and daring to build it from the ground up. Take Steve Jobs, for example. When he founded Apple, the idea of personal computers was still in its infancy. At the time, the market was dominated by bulky technical machines that only a select few could navigate. Jobs didn't just want to build a better computer. He wanted to create a device that was accessible to the masses, one that would seamlessly integrate into their lives. His vision of a sleek, intuitive computer that could fit into anyone's daily routine revolutionized the tech industry. Musk's vision for space travel was equally bold. He didn't just want to build rockets, he wanted to make space travel accessible to humanity and create a multi-planetary civilization. Even when SpaceX was facing financial ruin, Musk's unwavering belief in the larger vision kept him moving forward. It was his vision that turned SpaceX from an underdog startup into the premier private space exploration company. These examples show us that vision is the first step toward creating something extraordinary. Visionary leaders look beyond the present moment. They see a world that could be, not just what is. They see opportunities where others see obstacles, and they are willing to pour their resources, time, and energy into creating that future. Now, how can you adopt this force in your own life? Start by asking yourself, what do I truly believe the future should look like? What problem am I passionate about solving? Vision doesn't have to come in grand, world-changing packages. It can be as simple as improving the way your community functions or creating a product that makes people's lives easier. The key is to think beyond what exists and imagine what could be. That's where real transformation begins. Deliberate action. The power of small, consistent steps. Billionaires aren't always known for their giant, high-profile moves. In fact, many of them have built their fortunes through small, consistent actions that compound over time. They don't wait for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions to take action. They take deliberate, strategic steps every single day toward their goals. This is where success becomes less about what you do in bursts of inspiration and more about what you do day in and day out, consistently building toward your dreams. Take Bill Gates, for instance. While his vision was groundbreaking in the realm of personal computing, it was his ability to take consistent action that helped him build Microsoft into the behemoth it is today. Gates didn't wait for the ideal moment to launch his product or the perfect market conditions to expand his empire. He kept working on his vision, refining it, and relentlessly pushing forward. Even more incredible is the fact that Gates' wealth didn't come from a single innovative idea. It came from years of work and continuous improvement. Microsoft, under Gates' leadership, wasn't just about creating new software. It was about refining processes, building relationships, and constantly innovating to stay ahead of competitors. Gates consistently took small, calculated actions that moved him closer to his larger vision, one step at a time. This is a critical lesson. Success isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about taking the actions necessary to build toward your future, even when things aren't perfect. It's about doing the work, consistently and deliberately, regardless of how small the steps may seem. So, what can you do to take deliberate action today? Identify one thing you can do every day to move closer to your goals. It might be writing a page of your book, making one new connection, or learning a new skill. Just take one small action and do it every day without fail. Over time, these small steps will accumulate into something extraordinary. Emotional intelligence, the hidden superpower. While technical skills and raw intellect are often celebrated as key ingredients of success, one of the most powerful forces behind billionaire success is emotional intelligence, EQ. High emotional intelligence allows billionaires to navigate the complexities of relationships, manage stress effectively, and make decisions based on both logic and empathy. It is the ability to read situations, understand people's motivations, and respond in ways that build trust and collaboration. Take Oprah Winfrey, who has often credited her success to her high emotional intelligence. She built a media empire not just through her ability to entertain but through her deep understanding of people's emotions and needs. Oprah's ability to connect with guests on her show, relate to their struggles, and inspire them with her own vulnerability was what set her apart from other TV hosts. Her authenticity and emotional depth created a loyal following and positioned her as one of the most influential women in the world. Similarly, Richard Branson's ability to understand and empathize with the people around him has been integral to his success. Branson's leadership style is rooted in trust, compassion, and a genuine concern for the well-being of his employees and customers. He has cultivated a brand that is both innovative and human, appealing to people on an emotional level. To cultivate emotional intelligence in your own life, focus on developing your self-awareness and empathy. Pay attention to how you react in emotionally charged situations. Practice listening actively and without judgment. Take the time to understand the feelings and perspectives of others. Emotional intelligence isn't just a soft skill. It's a powerful asset that enables you to build strong relationships, make sound decisions, and navigate challenges with grace. Persistence in the face of adversity, the unseen force behind success. Finally, one of the most profound forces behind billionaire success is a deep, unshakable persistence. The road to success is never linear, and all of the billionaires we've discussed have faced incredible adversity along the way. Whether it's overcoming financial struggles, market failures, or personal setbacks, billionaires have learned to push forward even when the odds are stacked against them. Jeff Bezos, for example, didn't have an easy path to success. In the early days of Amazon, Bezos faced fierce competition, skepticism from investors, and even doubts from his own team. But his persistence never wavered. He continued to take risks, refine his strategy, and push through the tough times, ultimately leading Amazon to become the largest retailer in the world. Persistence doesn't mean stubbornness. It means staying focused on your long-term vision, regardless of the obstacles that come your way. It's about understanding that failure is a temporary setback, not a permanent roadblock. Billionaires understand that success requires a marathon mindset, not a sprint. They know that persistence is the secret ingredient to turning obstacles into opportunities. To cultivate persistence, begin by embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. When things get tough, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Use setbacks as fuel to drive you forward, and never lose sight of your ultimate goal. Putting it all together, your blueprint for success. As we conclude this exploration of billionaire habits, remember that the secret to extraordinary success lies in a combination of vision, deliberate action, emotional intelligence, and persistence. These forces work together to shape a powerful foundation for achieving greatness. Adopting these habits may not be easy, but they are accessible to anyone with the courage to commit to them. The key is consistency, persistence, and a willingness to evolve as you encounter both challenges and triumphs. The habits that billionaires practice are not some unattainable secret. They are simply a set of principles that anyone can adopt, no matter where they start. So, as you step forward, begin by applying one of these principles into your life. Choose your vision, take deliberate action, build your emotional intelligence, and persist in the face of challenges. Over time, these habits will shape the future you want to create. The power of your choices. As we wrap up this journey into the habits of billionaires, it's important to remember this one truth. The power to shape your future lies in your hands. Billionaires aren't born with magic. They are ordinary people who made extraordinary choices. They embraced habits that enabled them to thrive, not just in business, but in life. What you choose to do today, what habits you choose to adopt, will define the path you walk tomorrow. Whether it's ruthlessly prioritizing your time, committing to lifelong learning, starting each day with intention, or building resilience in the face of adversity, these habits are the building blocks of success. They're not just for billionaires. They're for anyone willing to put in the work, stay consistent, and embrace the journey. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight. It's not about the grand gestures or instant results. It's the small, intentional actions that compound over time. So, start today. Choose one habit that resonates with you, one small step that will move you closer to the life you desire. The road may be challenging, and there will be moments of doubt. But every step you take toward building these habits is a step toward creating the life you dream of. Greatness isn't a gift, it's a choice. Your habits will shape your future. What will your future look like? So, take this moment to decide. Embrace the change. Keep moving forward. And trust that your journey, no matter how long, will be worth every step. So your future is waiting. Make it extraordinary. This concludes the story. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you found it enjoyable. If you did, please consider liking the video and sharing it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for more captivating stories. Have a great day.